Hey, everyone. Surprise.
Hello. How are
Hey,
you?
Summer, Betsy, Terry. How are you? Hi, Diana, Growing and Mowing and Angel. How is everyone tonight?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, wow. 2 thumbs down already. Oh, I can
Oh,
only imagine who those are from.
awesome. One for you, one for me. Awesome. That's okay. I'm all right
Yeah.
with it.
I can
Yeah.
only imagine. Oh.
If you don't have a few thumbs down or a couple of strikes, it's a bad
Yeah.
thing. That's all right. No big deal. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, DeFi Dad and Green Thumb. Walmart, I looked, it didn't come through, so send it again. Lead by example. Hi, KY Cat Rescue. How are you? Hi, Christine, sweet and spicy. Hey, Jersey girl. So, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about. As
Uh-huh.
you know, we don't normally do this unless we have something to say. So we have a lot to talk about.
Right. We do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
TN, you stocked up on chocolate. Hey,
do me a favor.
Karen. Hi, Lisa.
Do me a favor. Remind me when we hit 7:30, will you?
Okay. Oh, yeah, the canner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My timer's
Yep.
on my phone. We're on my phone. So
Okay. Yeah.
anyway, um,
Hi, G2.
yeah, give us a couple of thumbs up even before doing it, just to offset the thumbs down that we already got, will you?
Hey, Michelle. How are you? Spill the
Uh,
coffee. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right.
yeah.
uh, all right. So this,
Oh yeah. There we go.
let me center myself if that's possible.
Right. We know what it means, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So let
So
me,
we have a little bit more info for you guys,
yep.
and just
See
wanted
that.
to, yeah,
Can you
read
see
that.
that?
I can see it. Hopefully people read it. Hold it there long enough. You guys see that? And maybe you've already seen it, but we want to make sure everybody sees it.
So can you see that, everyone?
Let's see. Yeah, see. I think
Yeah.
we got a few people here.
Oh, it's raining.
Yeah.
It just started pouring. Yeah.
All right, keep it there. I think a few people need to keep reading.
Yeah.
Keep reading. All right, you want to read it out loud?
All right. It
All right.
says, and this is from a journalist. His name is Jack Posobiec, Posobiec. White House official this AM. B lockdown speech being drawn up this week. They're planning to make it sound like one of the most solemn in history. Real Bush on the night of 9/11 type stuff would start stocking up if I were y'all. So yeah. So there you have it. All right. So what we said Friday night about the 2 weeks, there it is. It's out,
Exactly.
it's about, it's there. Okay.
And again, we're not exact on the timing. We never said we were, but
And
that's
we
what we
never
got.
said 8/11. People just added 2 and 2 together. All
Right.
right. So there it
Right.
is.
Exactly. So any other channels that want to try to say that we're saying anything other than that, don't try it.
Yes, DeFi Dad. He is credible. He's been a journalist for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who said this?
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce his last name. His first name is Jack. His last name is Posobiec. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that was put out today at 9:28 a.m.
Right. So if you check him out, if you have Twitter, because that's where it came out, right? On Twitter.
Yeah, and also Candace Owens put something else out on the 30th, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Right.
there it is.
Right. So it's not just heard from us, it's heard from several others. And again, that's, we're not telling you stuff that we haven't seen or heard from credible sources. So
Yeah.
all we're saying is make sure you've got enough to get through. That's what we're trying to tell you. And
because God knows how long it's going to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Right.
here's something else. All right. Saturday night, Andrew called home and he was saying how on today's the 2nd, how they have to start wearing, on base. Because a lot of you guys know Andrew's in the military, right? And he's on base right now. And I said, well, son, I said, lockdowns are coming. He goes, yeah, I know, Ma. We were already briefed. And I said, oh, you were? And he goes, yeah. He said, we're getting extra shipments of food and supplies and all. I said, oh, okay, son. He goes, don't worry, Ma. And I said, Andrew, you want me to send you any care packages? He goes, no, Mom. He goes, don't worry about it. He goes, me and my roommates, because, they have their apartment on base there. He goes, we went food shopping already, Mom. Don't worry about it. I said, okay, son. So they already knew about it. The military already knew because Andrew called Saturday. And we tried to put it out on Friday and we got called out saying, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. No, Stormy Bug, and but there it is. Andrew already knew about it and he's in the military. We tried to say it, but someone else tried to say they don't get intel. It's not that we were getting intel, it was on friggin' Twitter, for Christ's sake. But whatever.
Yeah. We do get some intel, but aside from that, yeah. So
and it's not because of this or because of this.
Right.
So don't let them fool you.
Do we want to tell them why?
Go right ahead. Hi, Cyan, I love you.
All right, so the real reason behind this entire thing, they're going to tell you it's D, right? Delta Airways. They're going to tell you it's that other variant. That's what they're going to say. They have to have a reason, right? But the real reason, the absolute truth behind the reason, is because we know food shortages are coming, right? And they're going to be pretty big. You're already starting to show in spots. This isn't going to be a trickle-down effect. This is going to be a huge effect. And they can't let the general public see the amount of food shortages that are coming. They can't let you see it. If they do let you see it, not just, our group of people, obviously, the general public, the rioting is going to be huge. And why is there such a massive food shortage? Well, we can say there's some weather-related issues this year and maybe a few last year, that's fine. But the US government has been selling off our grains and other food to other nations year after year after year. In fact, they've pre-sold so many years that they haven't even grown yet. But they can't necessarily tell you, even though the information is certainly out there. With regard to this, if they let the public see the amount of food shortages that are coming, you won't just have mass riots, you'll have mass hoarding, right? Which will make the shortages even worse. So put you under lockdown for a little while and make you deal with what you've got to deal with. And in the meantime, when this is over, or let's say they let you out, they're going to be rationing the food because they're not going to have a choice but to ration the food. And then they're going to justify it by saying, well, there was a lockdown, so now there were less trucks, less everything. And with there being less people, perhaps driving, stocking store shelves, they're going to have you guys believing that the food shortages are just because of the lockdown. They're not. It's not even close to the reason why. They don't have enough supply for the amount of people that they have, and they know it. So call me what you want to call me. I don't quite frankly give a damn. If you want to say it's a conspiracy and I'm making it up, I don't quite frankly give a damn. We're warning you guys for a reason. You know it, I hope, by now. And anybody else that doesn't get it, well, we can't help them. Not at this stage. So they will be rationing food, and the prices will be higher. You can be certain of that. It might not be hyperinflated at that stage, but it will be higher. It'll get ugly. Just remember what you've done this entire time and stocked up. You know, don't go crazy about organizing and doing inventory or any of that stuff at this stage. Just get what you need to get if you haven't already. And when the lockdowns happen, you can go through doing all the preserving and organizing and inventory later. You'll have the time to do it. My belief is before this is all over, they'll have UBI ready for people as well. Because how are they going to do it any other way? They're looking at extending the moratoriums, aren't they? They're going to have to. Because if they do a lockdown, they can't exactly kick everybody out.
Yeah, I just talked about the extension today, but they're trying to get the extension, but
yeah,
whether
it may or may not happen. That may or may not happen. But at the same time, then if they do a lockdown, are they going to extend unemployment too? They may not. They may just flip it right to UBI.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm glad people are stocking up. I hope you have. The ones that haven't, you have very limited time to do it. So I hope you have.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that.
Yeah. The writing has been on the wall.
If you have a way of preserving your food too, if you know how to pressure can, if you know how to dehydrate, getting the Mylar bags with oxygen absorber packs, please do that as well. You know, Trish and I have been canning like crazy for the past few days. Do that.
But even that at this stage, you don't even need to do it. Just get the food.
I'm saying if you don't have like room in your freezers, I don't, you know.
Right. And so I agree on that aspect, but really, even before spending money on Mylar bags and stuff, just get the damn food. Get it.
Right.
Get it. You know? Yeah.
Stormy's in the sink.
Oh my.
Yeah. Okay. Andrew's cat, he's in the sink.
All right.
Because there's mayonnaise on the knife, Mom.
Nice.
Andrew's cat, he's so weird.
Anyway.
Yeah.
To say that there is no food shortage is completely wrong. Again, look at what has happened with weather in the last year. Look at the amount of food that they have sold off to other nations. And look at what we've actually been producing. It's low, very, very low.
Yeah.
So anybody that has been in a store has seen the holes and the gaps. There may be more or less in other places, but there are definite shortages, and they can't let everybody see it.
Megan said, do you think that the shut-in will be even more strict this time around?
In my opinion, yes. Again, that's my opinion. I don't have that written anywhere. No one has said that I know of. But my reasoning for that opinion is it didn't work the last time, right? These shutdowns didn't work.
I know.
It didn't.
I know. I know.
In
I
order
know.
for it to really work, they've got to kick it up a notch.
I know.
So is it going to be kicked up a notch by saying it's going to be longer, or by being more strict, or what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Either way, it's not going to be good.
No.
Either way.
No, it's gonna kill off any local mom and pop shops that happen to be left, the ones that actually survived what happened,
I know. I know.
the ones that are still trying to recover and are hanging on by a thread. And don't think that that isn't part of the plan. They're not pro small business, so don't go thinking they are.
No, I know that. I know that for a fact. I know that.
And any body that is considered to be the self-employed business owner that doesn't have a W-2 from a corporation, they don't like you. I'm one of them. They don't like me. So
Really, Jean, she said, I went to Walmart, no pasta, rice, canned vegetables, Advil, or Tylenol. Was very scary. Huh.
yeah, I stocked up on Tylenol the other day because I knew. I just knew. I mean, I'm looking at the holes and going, oh no, that's something I use regularly. I'm grabbing way more than I want to.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So at my Walmart, the hole for Tylenol is because of me. But you know what? There were too many other holes there for me to not get what I absolutely needed. It is scary. So how are they going to manage to do this? Now let's play the other scenario, right? Let's say that guy that put that tweet out, that seems to be rather official in a sense. Let's say he's totally wrong. Well, that's on him, not on us. We're reporting what is put out there. Okay? If that is totally wrong, I'll say this. We told you to stock up on food so you can still eat, and at today's prices, not tomorrow's or 6 months from now. You're getting it cheaper now than you ever will. So that's my best case scenario with regard to that. Is if nothing happens, you are able to get food cheap enough, and you are now hopefully food secure. If you're not, you need to get there.
I have no words, you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
son, there's going to be a shortage on everything.
Right. And like I said, I really feel like it's going to go to rationing afterward. And I'm not the first person to say that. Alaskan Prepper said it a while back about a ration card. A number of other people have said it.
Yeah, I remember him saying that, a ration
Yep.
card. I remember him
Yep.
saying, yeah.
Yep. So again, I don't think they're going to have a choice. That's going to be their way, I believe, of, shall I say, putting their finger in the dike that's about to blow, ration the food.
Right.
But you got to remember, they're only putting their finger in that hole. That doesn't mean it's a fix.
Right.
It's a very, very temporary thing.
Right. What gaps are we working on? Huh. Well, I filled in my gaps when it came to like coffee, sugar, creamer, flour, things like that.
Yep.
Because I didn't really have a lot of flour, because honestly, I don't have storage.
Right.
That's my one downfall. I don't have storage.
Right.
I
But it
can only
also,
store so much in 5-gallon buckets. You know what I mean? So,
well, flour doesn't last long anyway, so you don't
no,
want to keep an
I know.
overabundance of it.
Yeah, you're right, Mom. It gets buggy. So,
Right.
unless you keep it in the freezer,
Right.
and I don't want to take up a lot of my room in my freezer,
Yeah.
So,
Right. The holes that I'm working on, I filled some the other day. It was salt, sugar. They're not things I use that often, but I really didn't have much at all. I filled in Tylenol. I got way more than I wanted. The vitamins that I choose to use regularly, I got those probably out 2 years, and I made sure the expiration on them were good enough. And then I bought some real simple things, 1-gallon Ziploc bags, and I mainly bought them to be able to pass out food to other people.
right.
I mean, that's the reason why I got them, because as you guys probably have heard me before, I help supply food for people in need. So I didn't just stock for me, I stocked for neighbors and friends and other people that I know. So
Right.
I don't want to, I'm going to have limited amount of boxes that I want to hand out because I don't want to have to fill boxes. I can fill a Ziploc bag with, rice, beans, oatmeal, whatever it is that I'm giving them. And I would tend to go for those kind of items for people first, pasta, that kind of stuff, because it's easier for them to fill in with other things, and yet they're good, solid products that I can keep here long-term, wrapped appropriately. So other than that, I filled in the gap with simple medical things that I thought we were low on. Anything from Band-Aids to gauze to the basic emergency kit. I never did one before this. So I'm trying to think of anything else I bought the other day. I've just been buying protein. Oh, I filled in with beans, lots of beans.
Yeah.
But not 5-gallon buckets. I got the 1-pound bags because I also want to be able to pass them out to people if needed. I just have to watch it because, you have to be very, very careful when you're passing food out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So anyway.
There was something I wanted to say and I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Okay. CKOC had said this. If you're a prepper, make sure you stand in the ration lines with everyone else, or your neighbors will figure out what you're doing. And yes, that is such a good point to make. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
And someone else had said a while back, if you're going to be standing in these lines, make sure you wear baggy clothes.
Yep.
So it looks like you're losing weight.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And don't be standing in one of those ration lines with a Hershey bar. You know, I mean, be smart. You know,
Right.
keep your wits about you. You know what I mean by that. You know, don't be the one that everybody else is looking at going, ooh, where'd they get that? You know?
Right.
Um, I still don't see ration lines myself, but that's what they're saying.
Right.
I don't see it because we've not had to go through it. And
Right.
yet I think it may become our new reality. And that's pretty scary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I just we just wanted to get this important information out to you, because it was confirmed not just by my son because of him living on base, but by,
Right.
because it seems like a lot of people don't want to believe unless it's put out like on mainstream media or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and yeah,
Well,
April, I know 2 weeks is scary. I get it, but like Andrew said, it's supposed to happen in 2 or so weeks, Mom. I said, okay, son, you know, so,
yeah.
oh, Kelly, thanks, babe. Maybe I should get a dog for security. You know, yeah, but that could also like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, something else that you have to prep for if you're not already prepping for that. You know what I mean? Unless you can afford it, like for
Yeah.
security for, do you have any security that's already in place?
Right.
You know, that's one thing that you have to think about, hun. Think
Right.
about that. Yeah,
Um,
Trish, it's 7:30. You got 1 minute till it's 7:30.
okay. I got about 5 more minutes on it then.
Okay.
I just didn't want to get I didn't want to forget it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I can hear it from here, but still.
I know.
I got one of those jigglers for and you're not really supposed to leave the cannon running. I know that, but I have it on the appropriate setting for what my stove needs. But I got something called the jiggler for the Presto canner, and oh my God, it is such a time saver for me in having to go back and check on the gauge all the time.
Yeah.
Huge
Yeah.
time saver. I can do all kinds of stuff while I'm doing the canning, which I couldn't do before. Um, yeah. So we'll give it another 5 minutes.
That's for sure.
Anyway, so with regard to it, like I said, we're you want to put that for the people that just came in, you want to put that tweet up one more time?
Yeah,
So,
let me get it.
all right. So people can at least see it. Um,
You see it? I'm trying to center it so you can see
yeah,
it. You see it?
yeah. Just hold it there so people can read it for a few minutes. Anybody that came in later that has not seen this, please read that. If you got to watch it in the replay, then do that. But Autumn
I
is also
feel
going
like
to
there's
read it
a
out to
shoe
you.
I fell.
Um,
Oh,
all
it's
right, you
so
want to
great.
read it?
You want me to read it again?
Yeah,
Okay.
just for anybody that
Okay.
came in later.
Okay. This was put out by a journalist. His name is Jack Posobiec. 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 White House official this AM. Be locked down. Speech being drawn up this week. They're planning to make it sound like one of the most solemn in history. Real Bush on the night of 9/11 type stuff. Would start stocking up if I were y'all.
So, with regard to what other channels are saying, because it's happening again on here, regardless of what other channels are saying, we're just telling you the information that we got. We're not telling you anything more than that. We're telling you what we got and who we got it from. So take it for what you wish and either use it and do something about it if you can, or don't. That is up to you.
Yeah.
But I hope people are prepping. I hope people are doing what they need to do. Beyond
Well,
that,
everybody
that's all we
that
can
comes
say.
here, you know, they're hardcore preppers. So,
Yeah. So, you know,
yeah,
we'll
I know,
see.
C. Castillo. I know, I get it, you know, because Tony Baloney and Billy Boy and everything else. But listen, thank you, Christine. I love you. But you know what? Yeah, you know what, Christine, you're right. Don't be scared. Be prepared, you know,
Yeah,
and, you know,
exactly.
just like Trish says all the time, one is none, two is one. So why not buy three? And that's exactly how we have to live. All right.
Yeah,
But, you know, Tony Baloney and Billy Boy, they created this shitstorm and they cannot deny that they did not do that. Okay. They can't deny
yeah,
it. And even if they tried, they'd be called out and put out on Front Street.
right, right. So it's unfortunate. It is what it is. And, you know, we're just telling you what we got. Now, as I said before earlier tonight, that, you know, if they don't do it, it's not on us. We're just telling you what they said. And
Yeah.
we read the tweet to you, and it's a very credible source. And that is not the only source. We have others as well.
Yeah.
But that is a pretty darn good one. So we just want to make sure people know it. You know, we don't want to be saying, oh, I wish I had told them if, you know. So there you have it. And that's why we also chose the thumbnail that we chose tonight, right? That
Yes.
thumbnail for tonight is a bunch of hands all together in a pile. We're all in this together. So
Yes.
let's try to make sure that we remain civil with each other and don't be
Yes.
backlashing each other. Stay together, stick together, communicate with each other, and let's end any backbiting that has been occurring because we're all one big family now.
Yeah. Will you please go get your scanner, please?
Yeah,
I don't
I
want that.
do. I do have to check that. So
Yes.
I'll be right back.
She scares me sometimes. But yes, we are all in this together. We are one family. This is, you know, we are a family here. Okay. You guys know that you can come to me at any time, email, text message, whatever, and you can trust me and I will help you in any way that I possibly can. If you need help, you know, trying to figure out whatever. If you need advice, you can always get a hold of me. You can get a hold of Trish at any time. She doesn't care. Okay.
I scare you sometimes? I heard that when I walked away. What?
With your canner, goofball.
Yeah.
Ooh, you scare me. I need coffee. You make me want to drink coffee.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not drinking coffee tonight, right? You would think. I think it's because I had so much coffee and chocolate from last Friday night. I almost put myself in a chocolate coma. That was bad. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad.
You need another coffee, Mark? Where's your cup?
So,
For the sake.
what do you guys have to say? What do you guys in the chat have to say? I'm sure there's going to be somebody on here that doesn't like me. I don't care. Sorry, but I don't care. I'd like people to like me, but we're just trying to give you the right information. And,
Who said what?
you know.
What? Who said what?
Nobody,
said
nobody,
what?
nobody. Not yet. Let's see what happens.
Don't make me unleash the Jersey girl. Because you know that'll happen.
Yeah, so some people are saying, DeSantis said he wouldn't shut down Florida. Well, he also said a lot
He
of
also
things, didn't he?
said he wouldn't go against the unvaxxed, and look at him now.
Right. He said a lot of things, and now he's changing his tune.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll say that, but guess what? This is a nationwide shutdown. So it's not like Florida can just say, oh no, I don't want to.
Yep.
So we'll see what they do, right? As they always say, put your money into the food now, at least you're paying today's prices. And if it doesn't happen, well, you can eat what you have. So you're not wasting anything.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So that's a good question. How are they going to force the states to comply? I don't know. That's not my position. I have no idea. I just know that they did it last time, didn't they? Well, what makes this different? Of course they will.
What about Texas?
Uh-huh.
What about Texas, Chris? What's going on?
I'm sure they'll have to do the same thing. I'm sure they will. Mom, I doubt it. She's asking, will they block us or forbid us from social media like they're doing in Australia? Probably not. I can't imagine them doing that. Honestly, we're just trying to get through this.
I can't imagine. I wouldn't be able to. I mean,
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm not even prepared to think about that at this stage. Right now, we're just trying to get through and make sure we have enough food, right? So I don't know.
Are you afraid we're going to spread the virus through the computer? You're a wise ass. My
well,
mom.
she really is.
Because what are they afraid of? We're going to spread it through the computer?
That is funny.
She's a the thought.
I don't know, but they did do that in a number of nations. They shut down their phones and their internet. And who would have thought? But all that was about communication, right?
Yeah.
They don't want you to communicate. And that's what the masks are all about. Stay away from each other. Don't communicate. Don't smile. Don't have any facial expressions whatsoever. Be miserable. Yeah. It's all about control.
I know. I don't know, Kath. I don't know how long this is going to last. Nobody does. It could be, well, how long was it the last time? Last year? I don't remember. How much?
I don't know either. I don't remember.
That's bad. I don't remember.
Well, I was so busy doing the prepping thing. I really, honestly, after it happened, I didn't really pay attention to how long it lasted. I just got my button gear because prior to that, honestly, even though I don't like to shop, I really wasn't into prepping. I just would get what I needed for an extended period of time, but I wouldn't call it what I do now.
Right.
I didn't buy my canner until well after this happened. I didn't even know what Mylar bags were. I mean, my life is 110% different than it was.
Oh, sure. So is mine. Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Oh, thanks, Tony.
So, yeah, I guess it depends on where you lived as to how long your state was really not operating. But I can't imagine how long this what
is some guy too. He's being a wise ass. He goes, Bill Gates couldn't stop a virus getting through Microsoft.
All right.
Yeah. I know. Well, There, I attract all of the wise asses to my channel for some reason. Maybe that's because I'm a one. Takes one to know one.
Somebody on here mentioned South Dakota being the only state that didn't have mask mandates or do a lengthy lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to make everybody move to South Dakota. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Can you a mass migration? Can you imagine?
No. I'm sure it's beautiful, though. I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful. So, what will 2022 look like? Who knows? But
Well,
based on
2020
this,
was the movie trailer.
right?
2021 is the coming attractions. Or no, because the coming attractions is the movie trailer. So 2020 was the, well, I don't know.
I would prefer to call it the appetizer, the main course, your last meal. That's the way I'd really,
Next meal. What are we all on death row? What the hell?
Some are. Yeah, some are.
It's
Some
terrible.
are.
Dawn, you're in here. Where
Yeah.
are you? Oh my God, Dawn Marie.
So, yeah, definitely a horror movie. Yeah.
I don't know. Tara, she's the movie buff. So
Oh,
she would know more about all of that.
yeah.
Awakening Warrior, really?
I'm not repeating that. I'm not repeating that. No, not gonna say it. If anybody wants to look at the comments, you are more than welcome to click
Oh
the
my
live chat button
God.
and do
You
so.
guys are you're terrible, Muriel, if you know what that movie is. Oh God.
Lab Mom, thank you. Lab Mom put a message on here. Lynette Zhang with ITM. You guys know. I hope you know. I'm a major fan of them. Put out an urgent message this afternoon. She's doing a 2-part live stream Wednesday at 1
Oh, okay,
and
good.
Thursday at 1. Very urgent. Good. Good. I love her. I adore her.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I got to make note of that later.
Would you stop Awakening Warrior?
Anyway,
Oh, you're welcome, TL. Yeah, I told you Goodbye World is an awesome movie. Yeah.
it is. I saw that last week. Very, very good movie.
I love that movie. Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys have anything that you want to discuss in a brief time span of topic here? Because I think we're only going till about 8, right?
Yeah. Blessed Trim Ability. She just brought up a really good point. Do you think the shut-in will cause protests? Yeah. Yeah.
I think it could. Do I think it will? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Really? Yeah.
Well, I don't think the public in general is going to know about that. You guys know because you've been told. I don't know how many are going to know. They're going to blame it on the Delta Airways. They're not going to be told that it's because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not going to be told. That's the reason for the lockdown. They don't want people to know. They don't want to tell you the truth. So they'll use this Delta as an excuse. And I'm not saying that there isn't some legitimacy to that thing. There might be a drop here or there, but it certainly doesn't warrant what's about to hit. It just doesn't. Yeah. Well, what happened last time? Lead by example. What'll happen to the stock market? What happened last time? All you have to do is go on there and look at any stock and go back to March of 2020 and look, and you'll see where it was straight down and then back up. It took a few months, took quite a few months, but did it come down? Oh, heck yeah. Will it come down again? Yeah, but here's the thing. It came down a lot, right? It's well above where it was before it dropped. Well above. It's actually ballooned. And that's the scary part too, because when it does it, when a lockdown happens, and it will, it's going to be much more drastic. But honestly, the stock market for the last month has been dipping. You know, it has its little bursts up, but it comes down a little bit more just about every time. It's pretty scary. It really is. So if you guys have anything in there, I'm not telling you to pull it out, but I am telling you to look at it. And if you are in a profitable state, you might want to take some of that profit and put it into preps if you haven't already. Or a few of these. Make no mistake about it. At the end of the day, you're going to want these.
Right.
And these will go up pretty drastically with another lockdown. We're at 25 right now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
JK just said, my Costco was out of water and toilet paper today in California.
Yeah.
She said, I think Jack's Pasabek, or however the hell you say his name, reports are hitting mainstream audiences.
Yeah. I do think so too, yes. But not as quickly as it will in the next few weeks. You know?
Yeah.
And when those people start to do their panic buy, like they did last time with the toilet paper, I hope you guys aren't in those lines. I don't plan to be.
Gather some leaves.
You gather leaves.
I'll gather leaves.
Pay no attention to the one sitting over there.
Okay. I'm glad that we were able to get through to her, though. I'm very glad about that.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good thing.
Lead by example. She wants us to talk about 5G and FEMA on August 11th. Yeah.
Yeah, 5G. You know, we're only on a few more minutes, so I'll skip 5G for now. But FEMA, yeah, they're wanting us to have some food, right? But they certainly trimmed that back. You know? Just keep yourself safe. And if you're going to help feed other people through this, keep yourself very safe. And never go alone. Don't bring anybody to your house you don't know. Don't answer your door for people you don't know. And if somebody shows up at your door with a clipboard, back away. Don't even attempt it. Don't bother. I mean, what's it going to be? What's it going to be if it's somebody with a clipboard? It's going to be somebody that doesn't know you or somebody that wants to collect information, right? Just another time.
Help me.
So people are asking if they think the FEMA camps will be activated. I don't know. I don't want to know. I'm taking this day by day just like you guys are. I don't want to know that stuff. Now, me personally, I don't have kids. So they're asking about, you know, are they going to put the kids in FEMA camps? I don't know. I don't know. And we're not saying that. We're not going there. Even if I knew that. Are you kidding me? Autumn and I get enough backlash as it is. You think I'm going to go there? No way. Let somebody else do that.
Yeah. Let someone
somebody
else
else.
finally get backlash for being right. Mm.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, believe me, I wish we weren't right on any of this. I really wish we weren't. I got other stuff I can do. I don't have to do Friday Night Live. I got plenty of things to do. We're here because of the information that we're hearing. We're trying to make sure people know about it. And if you don't like me, I don't care. How high do you think silver will go per ounce? That is a very good question. Sweet and spicy, right? Sweet and spicy
Yeah.
asked that question. Sweet and spicy. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I think. Okay, what I think. Now, I'm not going to prove it to you. This is a former banker telling you my past experience with metal that is shiny. Okay. Now at 25, secure enough of this stuff and sell it when it goes to 500. That's where you sell it. Where will it go? My estimate, 600, but sell it at 5. Why? Why would you do that? Because you want to sell it while it's still going up. And there's still some meat on the bone for somebody else to buy it from you. You don't want to go as high as it is, you know, up to 600, because then there's no room for them. You want to make sure you buy it low, you sell it high, but you leave a little meat on the table for the next guy. 25 to 500, or even if you bought it at 35 to 500, is more than enough. So at that point, what do? They'll say, well, you're going to get a lot of capital gains, so you're going to pay a lot of taxes. That's not true. You'll get good money, but you don't sell it for cash. You flip it into gold. You flip metal into metal. And that way there, you're not really selling it. You're buying the next metal that's going to rise. So you bought this low, and I've said this before. You bought this low.
Hey, son. How are you? I'm live right now, but we're almost done, so it's cool.
Hey, Autumn, put the mic off.
Are you free now? Are
I
you done
guess not.
school? All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll be done in like 5 minutes. All right. Love you. Bye.
You gotta remember to shut the mic off. You
That
gotta
was
shut the
Andrew.
mic
You
off.
told him I'd call him back in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, buy these low, sell them when they hit 500 by flipping them into gold. At that point, gold will starting to be inching its way up. Gold, in my view, is going to go from the probably the 2,000 range when you start to flip this, from about 2,000 to 10,000. So you go from one metal that's low, higher, flip it, and it goes higher. That's my opinion. You do what you want. Do what you're comfortable with. But don't wait until it hits 600, and don't keep it forever, because it will waver up and down, and you'll never really know when to sell it at that point.
Hello.
Ugh. She never remembers to turn the mic off. Turn the mic off.
Alarm company.
Oh.
Okay. Hello. Sorry. Yes.
Anyway. So yeah, that's my opinion on these. Make sure you flip them. If you want to cash some in, that's fine, but do understand that you're going to have some capital gains tax on them. So I don't intend on doing that. I'm going to go right from one metal to another metal. It's pretty easy to be able to then take that metal, the gold, and use it let's say you own a home, for real estate taxes and secure your other asset or anything else. Depends on what you want to do with it. My thoughts on mining stocks. Well, I happen to own some mining stocks. I'm very careful with them, buy them super, super cheap. I also like GDX. That happens to be one of my favorites. But I do a lot of trading. So when I do it and I'm buying options or puts, you just have to know where the buyers are at and where the sellers are at. How do you sell the gold or silver and to whom? Good question. I do my buying and selling through ITM trading. That's who I use. You can use anyone you wish. Somebody local to you might be great, but know who they are before you do it. Know how long they've been around and what their reputation is. So someone's asking, won't gold be expensive when silver hits 500? It will be probably 2,000 to 2,200 range. So yeah, that's expensive, but it's not 10 grand. Yeah, it's going to go up, but what people don't understand is that silver is going to go up first. Gold will go up a little bit. These will skyrocket because they're only 25 bucks. So that's the reason why. So yes, gold will be going up, just not as fast. So capture the gains you have on the silver and put them into the gold, and then let the gold do its thing. There are several good places to buy. ITM trading is really good. I'll tonight in the comment section, I'll put the links to the two places that I know that I personally use. It's ITM trading and Cornerstone Asset Metals. That's who I use. Someone's asking, would I hold on to GameStop? No. No, I didn't bother with GameStop when it was a thing. I'm not going to bother with it now. I don't tend to go for the stocks that are more fads, whether or not it makes money. That's not what I go for. I try to make sure I stay within ones that are predictable, and GameStop isn't as predictable. So then Sweet and Spicy asking, what do you do with the gold? Just hang on to it or sell it at some point? My view, between now and 5 years from now, you hang on to that. If you buy it and you need the cash, that's fine. Sell off what you need to, but don't turn it into deflatable cash. Make sure you're getting what you need when you trade it in. I don't think at that point, when the gold starts to rise, that's when we're going to start seeing the dollar deflating a lot, because that is the whole purpose of gold. And that's why it hasn't risen up a lot lately. When gold rises, it absolutely is a sign of a failing economy. Now, we know it's a failing economy, but they've twisted the stock market so poorly, so badly, I should say, that stocks keep going up and up and up and up, but your paychecks don't, and your food bills are going up. So when you have a failing economy, the gold is going to react, and it always reacts positively, always. The reason why it's low now is because they're suppressing it. This suppression time is the best time to actually buy. You won't find it this cheap. You know, I bought it back when I don't know, I was 18, 19. I had a $75,000 life insurance policy where unfortunately somebody passed away. And I flipped it into gold.
Mm.
And I bought gold at $20 an ounce. Best thing I could have ever done. I'm not selling it. I don't care where it goes. I'm not selling it. So if you need cash, it depends on where you bought it. In other words, how much you paid for it, not actually where you bought it, but at which point you bought it, as to whether or not you're going to make a profit off it in the next year. If you bought it when it was 2000, you're not going to make much on it right now. Buy silver, you'll make money on that first. So yes, again, sweet and spicy, they ship out the physical metal to you. Don't ever buy something like that and have them put it in a vault for you. You want the actual physical in your hand metal. They always say if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Make sure you own it. It's in your hand. Period. I don't care what anybody else tells you.
Right.
Make sure you have it. Again, asking about GameStop. Don't bother with GameStop, okay? Don't bother with it. If you happen to own shares of GameStop and you're profitable, take your money. Just take your money. And don't put it into things like SLV, silver shares, because that's not silver. Buy actual physical in your hand metal. UBI. Great News is asking about UBI. Yeah, UBI is coming. It's coming damn fast. And honestly, I think with a lockdown, it'll come very, very fast. Because it would either mean extending unemployment for countless millions of people or go to UBI. And they may potentially, not saying they will, they may potentially extend the unemployment. But if they couldn't extend the moratorium, which it doesn't appear to me that they have, then how are they going to extend unemployment for millions of people and potentially give it to even more people that would now be out of work with a lockdown? How are they going to do that? Oh yeah, that's right. Let's print more money. That's fake. Maybe they do. Maybe it just becomes UBI and you all get anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000 a month, which is what I told you originally. I don't know what the timing on that's going to be. I don't. I do see it before spring, for sure. But I can't say it's going to be in 2 weeks. None of us can. All the parts are in place. UBI means the arm candy, someone's saying. To stay on it, yes. To get it initially, no. No, I think they'll make it very easy for everybody to get. But once you're on it, as they do everything else, they get you hooked on it. And then if you want to keep it, you must. Nan Williams asking if there's an option to opt out. I don't know what you mean opt out of. Opt out of what? Is it UBI? I would say if they offer it to you and you haven't taken, like they haven't put a condition on it yet, take it anyway. When they put a condition on it, say thank you, and then just walk away. Yeah, so UBI, I wouldn't bother with the opting out, just chances are they'll put you on it automatically. And it's just like anything else. I mean, again, though, if they make you sign with your thumbprint for it, that's a different subject, right? We've had that discussion before. Any thumbprint signing, you don't do. If you do, well, go back to the videos, the Great Reset videos that we've done. We discussed that very thoroughly. It basically means you'd be giving up all future rights of ownership on anything. So don't do it. Miriam, smart. Miriam saying secretly putting everything into everything in her house into bins so she can get moved quickly if necessary. Well, if you're on the moratorium, highly recommend that. If you're just thinking that you may have to bug out, well, that's up to you. I don't know what your circumstances are. Someone asked, what is UBI? Universal Basic Income. Go back and watch the Great Reset videos that we've done. It's pretty well covered. I can't possibly cover that again. You got to go, Autumn?
It's Andrew.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll call it a night.
Yeah. Hang on just a minute. All right. I'll see you guys later. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Fearless. I got to go. It's Andrew. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Darn.